Morning, guys. How are you guys doing on this wonderful Friday morning? Hopefully, all have thanked God for allowing you to see today. Hopefully, not allowing the devil to use you because, as you know, he is always busy. I'm coming to you guys today with a totally different video. I'm making kid soaps. Yes, kid soaps. Everything that I'm using, I will have in the description box below. Where I purchase everything, I will have it in the description box below as well. You guys can feel free to make your own. Let me know how it works out. It's fun for the kids. It's easy. It's simple. So I figure, let me go ahead, make some, and record it. I also make candles and I also do body butters. I'm probably going to do videos on how I make those as well. And if you guys are interested, let's make some soap. So I'm going to show you guys the ingredients that I have, and then we're going to cut up the melt and pour clear soap base, melt it, and I'll show you guys the process. But what you're going to need clear melt and pour. I purchased this from Nature's Garden. Now, they have so many different melt and pours. They have clear, they have goat's milk, shea butter, they have a citrus. Like, it's so many different melt and pours that are fun and easy, simple to use. This is 2 pounds of clear melt and pour. You're going to need some alcohol. I just pour some alcohol in a little spray bottle for the air bubbles. Um, got some little glitter. This is optional. Um, fragrance. The fragrance I'm using is bubblegum. I got this from Nature's Garden as well. The colors I'm using are pink and blue green. You're going to need a spatula or a spoon, whichever you want to use. I prefer a spatula. Um, you're going to need a mixing bowl. Now I'm going to use a double boiler. I'm going to put it in some boiling water and melt it like that, but you can feel free to melt it in the microwave 30-second bursts. The choice is yours. You're going to need a soap cutter or knife, whatever one is really sharp for you, and you're going to need a mold. I got this mold from Amazon, but you can do any shape molds that you want: circle, oval, triangle, square, lollipop, whatever mold you want to use them. But I'm going to use these that I have, and I'm going to add some of these little fishes. These were from my son's little fishing game, and we couldn't find them all, so I figured, okay, I just put them in the soap, and it gives the kids something to look forward to, because when the soap melts, they get a chance to play with the fish. So it's fun to put little toys inside, just to kind of, honestly, it helps promote them to wash their hands, because they see it's a toy inside and they trying to hurry up and get to it. So it promotes them to wash their hands. Also, it's fun in the bathtub. They can play with, just to have fun. Whatever they want to do with it, they can do with it. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut up the melt and pour, and then I'll be back once I melt it. All right, guys, we're back. My soap cutter was being real dull on me. It wasn't trying to cut, so we have a knife. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to just cut it in half. Cut it in half. Okay. And now you have two. And then you're just going to cut the squares up, and you're going to put them in your measuring cup. Most you guys. And the last time I had made some, I used the goat's milk soap. So this is my first time using the clear melts and pour. Set this off to the side. Now, I'm hoping that 1 pound is enough for 3 bars because I want pink and I want the blue green. So I'm hoping it's enough. Now these chunks are kind of big, but you can cut them up, cut them in half if you want to, or if you want to take the time to just let it melt, feel free. So we just want to cut these out. And like I said, it's fun. The kids can help. Add different toys, colors that they want. You can be real creative with it. It's solely up to you. Something for them to do. Of course, you have to cut up the soap. So, oh, and I have a scale just because I want to measure and make sure that it's actually 1 pound. So, what's about 3, and it's probably because of the it's probably because the measuring cup. So we're going to melt this and we'll be back. Okay guys, now that the first batch is melting, I want to just start on the second one. And the reason I'm doing 2 is I'm doing 2 different colors. I'm going to try to see, like I said, if I can get 3 nice bars per pound. Put these in here. I know they're not going to all fit. Oh, we're just going to sit them in there. Alright, well, we're going to let that melt and then start on this and we'll be back. Alright guys, so what I decided to do was cut these in half just to make them a little smaller, to make the melting process a little faster. My first batch is still melting. It's still melting. Melting kind of slow, but it's getting there. And I think it's just because I didn't cut these bigger pieces in half like I'm doing now. So if your squares are kind of big, definitely cut them in half. Get them a little smaller. So my first batch is almost fully melted. So I'm going to finish cutting these up and come back to you guys once we start pouring. Alright guys, now that our first batch is all nice and melted, what I'm going to do is I have a dropper that I'm going to just add some of the fragrance. I'm going to add about 10 milliliters of the bubblegum fragrance. Stir it up. Then we're going to do the pink first. So take some of our pink soap coloring. Add about 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 drops. Let's see what it look like. It's a nice pink, pretty color. So 4 drops will give you this pretty color of pink. And we're going to add some glitter. Stir it in. Alright, now for the molds, you gotta spray them with alcohol. And we'll spray the toys as well. So we're going to pour a little bit. Just to kind of give them a base. And then some air bubbles. Just spray alcohol and get it out. So we'll put fish in. And hopefully these stick in there. Hopefully they stick. And we're going to pour over it. Just fill it up. Alright, now we're going to just let these sit. Now I have another mold that I can add the rest of this to. So we're going to just let that sit, wait in our second batch, and we'll be back. Okay guys, so my first 3 bars are setting, getting nice and firm. The rest of the pink, I added it to my soap loaf right here. The rest of the blue to it once it cools, just to kind of make my own little pink blue soap bars. But I'm still melting the second batch, so once that's all melted, we get to add in the color and the fragrance. I'll be back. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I found the rest of this white goat's milk soap that I had, so I'm going to kind of make a layer of like the pink, some white, and then blue on top. But yeah, let me finish melting this and I will be back. Alright guys, so our second batch is fully melted. So again, same thing. 10 milliliters of fragrance. Stir that in. And last time we used 4. We used 4 drops of the pink. So we're gonna do the same with the blue green and see what happens or what color we get. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's pretty. This one is for boys, so we're not going to add any glitter. No glitter. And you definitely do see the bluish green in it. So, pour this a little. And we're going to add the fishes. Oh. Spray. Don't forget to spray with alcohol. It helps to get those air bubbles out. No. Now we're going to pour over top. And we're going to spray some alcohol. Then we're going to let them sit and get hard. Now I'm melting the white goat's milk to make the layer of the loaf soap. So I will be back. Okay guys, so we have done the blue and the pink bars. I'm still waiting for my goat milk to melt, which is taking some time. But I don't want to make this video too long. So what I'm going to do is once they firm up and get all hard, I will unmold them and I'll make a separate video unmolding the soaps and cutting the loaf soaps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it's something that you find fun to do with your kids, grandkids, nieces, nephews, what have you. And hopefully you enjoyed. Till next time, bye guys and have a wonderful day.